Wait for some people to get on. Waiting for some people to log on. How's everybody doing today? It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been super busy, so it's been a while. Hello, sir. How are you? Getting ready to break a milestone for me. With some more people to log on. Hey, Voss. How are you, buddy? Um, this is the first time in my life, guys, that I'm gonna break a milestone from what I thought was a record for last year, and I was trying to cut back, and it's not gonna happen. I mean, this is pushing the bar farther than I ever thought of. Yes, and Aaron, I know a long time. I have been extremely busy, guys, with stuff. Well, Ross, in that case, I mean, you can do split screen and still bid on your stuff. Guys, I am approaching. If anybody remembers, I want to see if anybody in the comments remembers what my record was last year. When I did what I set for a record for the most Balers I've done in a year. Previous years, I really need to keep track, but I know for a fact I never reached the numbers that I reached this year so far. It's been a hectic year, very hectic. A lot of stuff breaking down. I actually got a reprieve here the last week and a half or so. I've maybe done a baler every other day. Slowed down quite a bit because we have lots of rain. A lot of rain. We've been really wet up here, so I've actually been able to catch up a little bit. So if anybody's got questions, I'm actually answering the baler phone more now. So I'm trying to take care of parts needs there. But if anybody's can shoot out that magic number before I bring it out, it would be great. Just waiting for some more people to log on. Great. Rachel kind of knows the number where I'm at, the repair number. Keep quiet, Rachel. I want to see if somebody can guess close to what I had done for last year. I ended my repair season last year, guys, at December 17th. There's probably a video on it or a Facebook post of what I ended up for a number for a total for last year repairs. And repairs are, guys, hey, Ed, how are you doing? Repairs are considered like retiming a baler, recharge a tucker finger, all the way down to a complete rebuild. I don't separate them. So if it's a baler call, or if you call me on the phone and I help walk you through it, that counts as a repair. I mean, as long as the end result is that actually fixes it. If it don't, then it's still considered a one job until it completes the repair. And if something else breaks, then it's a whole separate repair. Ross, yeah. So that was for the trip this year when I got back. That number doesn't even, like I said, that was a record in its own, as that I've done that many before I got into my heavy season of June, July, August. And it's going to dwindle down more in September. And maybe I won't hit anything hardly at all this winter, which would be really nice to be able to concentrate on building our website and our parts. So 15. Wow, if I hit that number, Colin, I'm in trouble. Yeah, it's about a quarter of that, probably. No, not quite a quarter, probably like a third of that. So yeah, I didn't. If I hit that many balers, I think I'd be insane. Yeah, Rachel says too many. Yeah, I've done a lot this year, guys. A lot. Had a great time at the farm show. Talked to a lot of guys. Helped them walk them through their balers. We did acquire the one rare baler we were missing out of our collection. We did acquire an IH57, which we will be going in the next few weeks to go pick up. You guys will see that first here on YouTube. So I'm waiting for a few more people to log on. Rachel's been sharing the link, so we'll give a few more minutes. I'm in Waverly, New York, Ed, but I travel all over the country. So I got to go to Columbus Junction, Iowa, to pick up our newest addition to our Industrial Series International. It's an IH57 wire tie. Anybody else got any questions on balers and stuff? Remember, the phone number for the business is 607-846-5959. Rachel could pop that up on the message board. I'm sharing the link, guys, to a few groups. Yes, I do. I go to Knoxville, Tennessee, Friendsville, Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Yeah, Rachel just put the phone number up for the parts phone number, guys. I will be near that phone more and more now, so now that I'm getting baler repairs caught up. So if you guys need any kits or anything, we're a little low on parts, but we're slowly getting things in and back in stock. So, anybody got any questions, concerns, or comment? All right, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. I got a couple more baler repairs, but I got a special surprise out there. I'm gonna, whenever the baler call it is that breaks my record, they've got a surprise, because the surprise is that it'll be, they just pay for the parts. There won't be any charge for labor or travel or anything. So can't give you the number where we're at, guys, but somebody's got to remember how many balers I did total last year, and I know Rachel knows it rather well, but I'm trying to see if anybody remembers when I ended December 17th last year, what I ended up with a total for the number. It was an even number, you know. That's what we ended with when we did our trip last fall. So there's been a big surgence in knotter cams this year for New Holland. I can't explain why. It seems on wet years, I think I've done more knotter halves and cams on a New Holland than I've done in years. I don't know if they're making them cheaper, but it's not the older balers. It's the newer ones that are having issues, from the 565 on up to the new ones. The cam's breaking around the keyway, and the knotter halves are splitting the normal spot right down from the wiper arm down through to the twine disc right by the gear. So that's normal, but it's just how it's happening, I don't know. I just can't figure it out, but it is an abnormally wet year around here. So price on parts, guys, get used to it. It's really bad. Oh, cool, Colin. Another thing, guys, we got more IH knotter update kits in. I'm not good at keeping a secret. Okay. Would you like to elaborate on that, my fine wife? Ains, there's that cell phone number that Rachel will put it up again, 607-846-5959. If you send a text message picture of what it's doing with the knot, 24T, it's either the bill hook is wore. Remember, the gap of the bill hook where the top jaw comes on the bottom, there should be only a dime width gap between the two. There's a big wallered out hole between where when it closes. It's done a lot of tying, just wore out. You can run thicker twine, will cure a lot of that. Or a lot of times with John Deere's, it's the tucker fingers. You know, the shaft gets bent, or they're really loose and sloppy. That's what the update kit really helps a lot with those ball and socket ends. You know, that tighten it up. I call it a lawnmower tie rod end. They call it an update, but it's just getting rid of the old sloppy stuff. Well, yeah, but they don't know what number I'm at right now. So, Rachel, that's good point. But if somebody guesses the number of what I did last year, we're getting close to it. But we're not going to announce, until I hit that number, and it'll be the job after that number. We'll get the surprise. So, Definitely hitting a milestone because I've never dreamed, because the number I had last year, it took me till December 17th to hit. This year, I'm going to hit it probably before September. I'm going to say that's probably on the 2014. That's probably a hay dog. And the other question on the knot needle on the knotter, I like to be able to, like, when the needle sticks up, take my finger and it can lightly rub and be able to push it away lightly like that. Some people can adjust them to get them to not rub. I don't mind them rubbing a little bit because it doesn't cause hardly any wear. But if they're like really rubbing hard, it usually means they've been broke a set of needles before and the saddle underneath has got a slight twist or bend to it, and they tend to push really hard against the knotter. I mean, remember the long bolt that goes through the needle in the bottom on the New Holland, you loosen it up, and then the two bolts in the back and stuff, they or pull the needle in or out depending on what you adjust, and then you can take a hammer. I usually use a dead blow and tap the needle over to try to get it away from the knotter. But if it immediately wants to, when you tighten it up, dive back over, it's usually a good sign that that saddle's had a set of needles broke in it, or it's had an extremely bad day. Probably before somebody owned it. I always recommend putting a new saddle in there so you don't have to, get so tough on those adjustments. The 24T, I'm gonna surmise that the hay restrictors in the bale chamber probably wore down. They're not holding the hay back, so it's springing back, and the hay dog springs are weak, or the actual rod that the hay dogs are on when they set in those loops are wore out real bad, letting the hay spring back. But any number of things there, guys. I have had some good success. For guys doing really tight bales with John Deere balers and New Hollands, I've been bolting more restrictor plates into the bale chamber, or I'll talk to Patch Hendricks about getting a set of bale skis. It makes a big difference. It stops that spring back of the hay. But I've been bolting another set of restrictor plates right next to the set that are already in there, back farther. And in the New Hollands, I just get rid of the hay wedges because they don't really stop the spring back at all. And I've been putting in the John Deere hay restrictor plates in the New Hollands, and it seems to be squaring the bales up a lot. Seeing a huge improvement in the 316. Did it on 315 now. It really makes the bale square up quite a bit, and it seems like the bale skis are pretty much hay restrictors that go all the way down the bale chamber. Technically, you can just buy enough of these metal hay restrictor plates and bolt them all the way down through if you want to get to stop that spring back effect. But it seems to really improve the bale shape on the bales a lot. Any other questions, guys? I'm waiting for to see somebody. I think probably Ross or somebody's trying to figure out um, how many bales I did last year, how many balers I fixed last year. Yeah, James, if you got a question, Rachel put the phone number up for the business. You could call me or send me a text or a video what your baler's doing. That'll give me a better idea. And remember, guys, we now offer online repair. So you go stand next to your baler and you log in a time for me, and I do a live chat with you, and you just pay by the hour. You don't have to pay a travel charge or nothing, and you be my hands to fix it. So we still have the Knotter DVD for John Deere balers. Well, it's an internet, it's a link access to it. You buy it, you own it for life. It comes right to your phone, your tablet, or you can get it through an email to your computer. It's best to do it on an iPad or a phone where you could go right out to the baler, play the video, and do the adjustments and stuff that I show in the video. Got another surprise coming, guys. We will be going to one more farm show, possibly in Pennsylvania, Wellsboro, PA. I can't remember when the show is. It's in the flyers in my truck somewhere. I gotta get it and dig it out. So, any other questions on balers, guys? But we are getting ready to break my record from last year. So, one lucky person. They're not gonna know who it is, but I'm getting close to breaking that record. And when I do, that person will get no charge on labor, no charge on travel, and they'll have to pay for his parts. So, then I'm also going to do a baler up, guys. My church we're getting a bigger congregation of kids that want to go to a camp, Christian camp. So if anybody out there wants to help, you can get a hold of Rachel and we're gonna do some donations there. We're gonna put a baler together to be able to like sell it and donate all the proceeds to help those kids go through camp. Had a comment come up and it disappears. Forgive me, guys. I have to touch the screen to find out the comment. Um, yeah. Again, send me the picture. Like if you don't understand what the parts are on the knot or what they're called, the phone number. 497. Wow. Colin, if I hit that this year, that'll be super amazing. But you're close. You're really close. Yeah, hello there. If you guys have pictures of your balers, the business number is a cell phone now, so it literally comes to a cell phone like a text message. So you guys send us a picture of what your baler's doing or a short video while screwing up. I could text you back, kind of roughly get you where you can where to go, where to try to adjust it, fix it. The more pictures you send, the better. Always flip your knotters up so I can see the bottom. I can see the bill hook. I can see the roller on the bill hook. I can see the wiper arm, the wear in the throat. To run plastic in these balers, I really hate how I see all these comments. Oh well, the baler's only designed for sisal. No, it's not. I've got a 1948 77 New Holland tying on plastic twine. It's the thickness of the twine, guys. The stuff they sell in Tractor Supply and a lot of these dealerships is really thin plastic. Well, the older balers don't like thin stuff. They're made to have that heavy 7200 sisal twine, which is pretty thick. So you have to stick with a 9600 210. And this first number is just the footage. The second number is the strength of it. 210 is like 7200. And I also carry 240, which is extremely thick plastic. And it works really well for baling straw or guys that want that nice 70-pound bale at 3 foot. So, yeah, plastic will work in any baler. The biggest secret, guy, is the knife has to be razor sharp on the wiper arm that cuts it. So, a little more drag coming out of the twine box. And remember, the tensioner plate where it comes down and clamps and pinches on the twine with a spring on it, after time, they wear tunnels through there. And it gets to the point where no matter how tight you tighten that spring, your string's not getting any more tension on it. And that's because there's little grooves wore into that plate. And I tell a lot of people, take them off, weld them or braze them up. Brazing works the best. Braze them up, sand them back flat again, and put your plate back on. Or you can replace those pieces. But a lot of people prefer to fix them and put them back together. And on the bolt, I like to use a stainless steel bolt, a brand new spring, a washer, and a wing nut. So that way you can adjust it in the field where you want, and you get it set. Any other questions, guys? But we had a pretty good guess on the number. Quite high, but getting close. Getting very close. I gotta hit and see who's commented what. Hey, Sean. I would tell you to get a hold of Rachel. She's got the international update kits. Guys, we are at we've sold close to 700 of these kits, and the demand gets more and more. Remember, once you buy the kit from me, you don't need to buy the razor blades. You can buy them at your local hardware store, Amazon. We got a patent pending coming up on that kit because now I've gotten acquired by a few big dealers that they want to start carrying this kit. Your thoughts and ideas on it, guys? I got a feeling that they're going to mark them up quite high because they are working, and they're working rather well. I don't know if I want to do that because I'm here to make a part and offer it for Colin. Colin, you're doing some good stuff there, but yeah, that would probably be a more realistic number if I was closer. If at the pace I'm going, and this November, December, if it continues to be that pace, you're close, Colin. You're very close. But I have a chance to move quite a few of these kits. But a lot of them, guys, still 80% of my kits are still going overseas. I am really amazed at how many international balers there are still in Europe, in Australia, pretty much all over the world. I'm really impressed. The United States is picking up a little bit more. There's enough of my kits out there. People are understanding how they adjust. They're not hard. I mean, once you understand there, remember the international knotter is simple. It's a twine disc and a bill hook. That's it. There's no other moving parts. And they just take a little more precise adjustment once you get them set, and then buy some razor blade, change them out once in a while. That's it. And all my IH balers all run on plastic, except for my 50T, because I don't have bill hooks for it. So I've been running heavy, thick sisal in it, and it's only a demonstration baler now. We just take it to farm shows to demonstrate it. So, well, if any, Sean, that phone number, Rachel will put it up for you. It's 607-846-5959. Send a text there, and you can ask her about the international update kit. I think it's still 95 or 97 per knotter, and that includes the blade, the tension plate, the replacement razor blades, which is the package, the whole package, and it's got a part number on it. You can order them yourself after you get them from us. And I actually redesigned the blade to take that. And when you put the new blade on there, you have to break the little tip off the bottom with a pair of pliers. It's not a big deal. And it's a great update. The tension plate I went a little overkill on, but after seeing 247s now hitting the 40,000 bale mark, they're going over it this year. Without a failure in that tension plate, that is saying volumes to me that I'm not going to change my design. They're not fun to put in because there's so much tension on that plate to get the bolt holes lined up. I recommend having 2 people. I can tell you that. So, any other questions? But just letting everybody know, Colin's been getting the one. I think he's been the one closest in numbers. Yeah, Colin's getting close. But remember, Colin, last number you put up is more towards, if I had the same pace I'm at now, I would probably be close to that number by the end of November and the 1st of December, just to take a rough guess. But yeah, my said, I know I put a YouTube, I don't know if it's YouTube or Facebook. I put a Facebook post up, and I ended my baler tour season in 2017 of 2022. So we came back home, got to enjoy family, my dad's birthday, my brother's birthdays, so it was really good. There's my wife Rachel in the background. Anybody else got any other questions? They need the number put back up again, please.
Oh, I gotta get back
320. Aaron, that is close. Really close. But you're getting close, guys. I will, if you do get the number right on what I did last year, I'll nail it, but I'm not going to give out the number I'm at right now. I'm just letting everybody know that I'm close to that number. So I'm just trying to watch the comments come across. But get a hold of me, guys. I am going to be traveling, but it's not going to be, I mean, I might be able to knock out a stop or two. I did buy some collector balers in Columbus Junction. I bought a super rare international hay conditioner. They really softened the hay up a lot, guys. This one here was fully painted and looks like it's restored. So I got that bought. I bought some balers. There's all the balers I bought have got motors on them, I think. I think there's a 55W, a 50T, and I think the other one's a 57. I got 2 of the other ones are sold already. I got a 430 and a 47. They're going to a gentleman that's like 6 hours north, I think. I think he's in Nebraska, if I remember correctly. But if you guys want to, I'll be going to Columbus Junction, Iowa. I'll be traveling across 80 across the United States. Rachel just put up the number for the business guys. Any questions you have about baler repair? Remember, Sundays we technically don't answer the phone unless it's a dire emergency. So be respectful of that, and we usually try to answer back as quick as we can. And understand, we get a high volume of phone calls, but now that I've been able to help with answering phone calls, it's been a lot easier. Hold on. There's a comment from Aaron. Not to steal your thunder, but I got a spread for him. I'm headed to Nebraska in a week to pick up a baler. Wow, good job, Aaron. Do you want to buy the extra set of knotters I have here for you? I can bring them with me. Just let me know, Aaron. But guys, Aaron got really close to the number of what I'm gonna break. You know what I had last year when I ended my season, my Baler repair season. So Columbus Junction, Iowa. That's where I'm going, Aaron. And it might be this week or next weekend. This coming weekend or the weekend after. I haven't decided where I'm going, but if you guys want to meet up, if you guys just want to have a meet and greet, have some breakfast together, we can. Sean, look, that's a little higher. I mean, you got to go lower, actually. But that's a more realistic number. I'm hoping to possibly maybe end my year out like that, but I doubt it because we're on a pretty good pace right now. But everybody's starting to get their hay done, so I'm hoping it slows down. Let's put it this way, guys. I've fixed more balers than probably all the dealers in the Northeast, all the way down to Florida. 336 James. Well, still a little high, but you're getting closer, guys. A little high, but getting closer. Any other questions on balers, guys? I'm going to try to do you guys a big solid. I want to try to do this fall, if I get some assistance. I'm going to do some baler, like teardowns and repairs. Start doing some live videos. Yeah, higher than that, Aaron. You know better than that. Come on now. You were around when I made that comment. It's in Hey Baler Nation, I'm pretty sure. 295. Very close. Very, very close. Sean's trying. The guys are all numbers. So I'm only going to say yes to the number that I actually finished out last year, December 17th, 2022. So, and remember, it's an even number. Just to give you an extra hint. 395. No, that's high. That's high. That's probably what I'm going to end up with by the end of the year, though, no doubt. I'm waiting to see all the comments here. But, guys, I'm hoping to get to where we do more live videos. And when balers come to me or when I go to one, we can start doing a 3, 4. No, you're still high. Forgive me, guys. I'm in my camper relaxing for the day. I didn't feel real good this morning. I ate bought some oranges at Walmart and ate a couple oranges. I feel a little better. Got a little nap in, so you're very close, Sean. Very close. Very, very, very close. Somebody's going to hit it. Remember, it's an even number. 280. Oh, that's low. Liking this. Come on, guys. Remember, it's an even number. I'm actually enjoying this. I was surprised. I was sure Aaron or Ross would have it. You're very close. But still an even number. If I give a hint, it's just going to give it away. I mean, so this is fun. Yeah, Sean nailed it. That's what I ended up with last year. Sean nailed it. I hit 300 balers repaired last year on December 17th. When I ended my tour, when I got back home, I had 300 balers. This year here, I'm about ready to break that now. Remember, that was last year in December. And we're at the end of August. And I'm getting ready to break that record. So, yeah, I've fixed a lot. And I tell you what, I'm getting a lot of faith in all of you out there. You're learning. And I've seen some people on my comment boards answering questions for other farmers. And this is what it's all about. Jesus gave me a great gift. He taught me how to be mechanically minded. He taught me a lot about balers. And it's probably the most thing he's taught me is patience. Don't get frustrated easy. And that's hard for me because I do get wound up. And I'm just trying to get the baler machine going so people can get their hay done. So it's been a challenge, but it's nice to see the gift I'm showing other people. They're sharing it with others. And that's what this is all about, guys, is that once you learn it and you understand it, it's to pass it forward, you know, to help somebody else out. Because you remember the frustrations you have when stuff don't work or when the machine's not working right. And you know there's a fix to it. You just don't know how to fix it. Jesus really did give me a great gift. And I'm glad to share it with all of you out there. But we're going to do some more work. We're going to work a little farther and faster. Hopefully these videos stay up so everybody can rewatch them. But yeah, 300 balers is what I fixed last year when I ended out. Getting super close to that number. I can't give out the number I'm at right now, but it's getting close. And I've got quite a few baler calls this week. And I will send a picture of the baler and the person that wins that award. So I'm just doing. They don't pay me any labor. They don't pay me any travel. All they're paying for is just parts. So, and it's a milestone for me, guys. I've never thought I'd get here, but it's been the great support of everybody out there, being patient with me. And a lot of you guys have fixed your own just by calling, or I send you an idea, or you watch one of my videos and you learn how to kind of work on your own balers. So don't ever get frustrated. I'm here. Be patient with me, because remember, patience is about, you're going to get the answer. So as soon as you send me a text, most of the time it might take me 3-4 days to get back to you, but I will get you an answer somehow. Not yet. We don't have a website yet, but we're close to getting it launched. So everybody knows is parts are crazy. So all of our work we did this spring, parts changed. We saw a 20 to 30% increase. So when we were going to launch the site, the parts were actually at our cost, or sometimes we were losing money on the price that we put up on the website, and it was like we had to go through and redo it all again. And we're hoping the price doesn't jump up much more, but this is a crazy economy. It really is. If you own a baler, get a parts one. That's all I'm going to tell you, is that parts aren't going to get any cheaper. And shipping, now that UPS won their deal, everybody hang on, because I'm pretty sure freight is going to get crazily stupid. So, shipping charges and stuff. From now on, everybody, so we charge now, when you guys get an email from us, you're paying actual freight. So when you text us your name, full name, address, your email address, we get your shipping quote. You pay actual cost of the shipping now. I'm not doing any more of this guessing and stuff. UPS store knows enough of my parts. They know roughly how to do it. So you pay actual shipping now. I'm not like a lot of these dealers like to try to make 10-15 bucks on every shipping item. And no. We drop the parts off at UPS, and they box them, they ship them, and it's great because it's like they handle everything. So they do a great job packaging. So it just takes a lot of stress off our hands. We don't need an extra crew of people just to box up parts to ship out. We just let UPS store do the thing. Yeah, Aaron, and it's going to hit the shipping. I'm just waiting for the ball to hit. It's crazy. You're probably looking at a package that was $20. It's probably going to cost $35 now to ship, because these guys are going to get these huge pay increases. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but the company been recording like record profits. Why not give up some of your profit and help out some some of the little people a little bit. Did you know the big corporations get breaks on all the shipping? I don't. I try to pick up stuff myself. Colin, it was 300, but yeah, 400 is probably a realistic one for me hitting this year. That shit's a seal, Sean. Let me look at your comment again. I have oil leaking from behind the flywheel, and it's hard to fix to change the seal. No, it's not. You just pull the clutch off the front of the flywheel. I think there's 3 or 4 bolts. Clutch comes off. There's a nut with a castle nut with a cotter pin in it. Pull that off. Do me a favor. Use a crane or something, or a bucket tractor. Hold it above. Use a ratchet strap. Hold the bucket in one spot. Ratchet, pick the flywheel up, slide it off the front, and the wing will come off as well. And behind that, there's a seal. But if it's not leaking bad, I've had people just put Lucas oil stabilizer in the gear oil. And another thing that causes it to leak, nobody knows it, the breather on the gearbox. Make sure the breather is free, or make sure it's not over full on oil as well. But I've had Lucas work really well on stopping seal leaks on gearboxes if they're slow. If it's a fast leak, you're going to have to put a new seal on it. But no, the International's not hard to work on at all. So once you pull that clutch off the front, there's a castle nut in there with a cotter pin through it. Bend it, pull it out, take the nut off, and the flywheel and everything will come off the front. You might have to bump it a little bit to get it to come off, but it's not that bad of a job. And I think the seals you can get at any auto parts store, as long as you can get the number off of it. So Any other question, guys? We're at the halfway point here. I'm gonna hop off for a bit, but remember, if you guys need any parts or service, you're welcome, Sean. I'm gonna do another video in a couple more days. Probably going to be a few days, and we should have the winner of who gets that when I break my record. So I had 300 balers I fixed last year. I'm really close to that number now, which if you guys think, they ended my year December 17th, and we are now, not even into September, and I'm hit it already. So, but any questions, parts, comments, or if you need help, it's a business number. It's 607 846-5959. That is a cell phone now. It is a business line cell phone, but you can take text messages. We get pictures, and it is an iPhone. Just so if anybody there, so if you do need FaceTime, we do an hourly charge for that, and you can be my hands, and I can help you fix your machine, or we can go over it. So, any other questions, guys? We're gonna call it a evening here, and I'm gonna try to get back to doing my videos. I've just been really swamped, so. To pull off, I'm getting really close to 300 balers already this year, and it's been hectic. But the last week and a half, I've actually been able to catch up, and I was actually able to go to a farm show. 365. No, it's 300 balers, Colin, was the number I was looking for from last year. I fixed 300 balers last year. I'm close now to breaking that, really close. And be interested to see where I end out in December. 425 is a good baler too. So anyways, everybody have a great night. If you need parts and service or just need some help, remember you could text or call. This last week I was able to actually take quite a few phone calls, so you're welcome. You guys are all welcome. Hey, I'll be praying for you all, but if you need help, don't get frustrated. I will get you answered as soon as I can. The business number is 607-846-5959. Have a great night, everybody.